this is a bit of nostalgia on my part, and it's a song that reminds you that everything is going to be alright, and I think it's a song that I needed at that point in my life, so I'm really pleased to revisit it.
Our next guests are a highly acclaimed rock band from Seattle. They're here tonight performing Float On from their new CD, Good News for People Who Love Bad News. Please welcome Modest Mouse.
Cute name for an album. Feels very topical even now. Definitely now. That's such a groove, right? I love this kind of downtuned guitar that makes it feel a bit wonky. You know what? I think it's interesting because people be like, vocal coach liking this because it's very kind of shouty and scratchy and it's not sung, but it really does express something and it feels very truthful and authentic, and I'm not a person to say what is a right and wrong way of singing. I just want to help people find the best, most authentic way for them that also doesn't hurt their voices. And he doesn't think of himself as a good singer but more of a storyteller, and I kind of get him with that. He does tell stories, and that's what humans love. That's what we want, really. We don't necessarily want like the perfect singer, but we want to feel the music, and I think he's doing that really well. I love that. That flip. It's like pitched-ish, almost rapping. You know, you don't have to be. It would just be weird. So he's really sliding, that's why I was copying to see what he was doing. His rhythm is spot on though. Really in the pocket, and that's really important. If you're not going to be so sung, then I think making sure that your rhythm is spot on is it's extra important than it would be the other way around.
It was worth it just to learn some slide ahead. That new song, don't you worry, even when land.
And then there's like offbeats. So that's syncopated. It's not dead on the beat, it's in between the beats. So syncopation is when you have things that are on the offbeat rather than on the beat. Unusual rhythms, like I think is an easier way to put it. It's so wonky, this song. So I think in the record there's a harmony, which I really liked. So this song was there to reassure. He'd had a really tough time. I think he'd been robbed at gunpoint twice. He'd lost a couple of close friends recently and was fed up of just hearing bad news all the time and wanted to reassure people that we're gonna float through, it's gonna be fine, we'll keep on going, don't worry about it. And I think that that's a really important message that we all need now. We have so much access to bad news, and there is often bad news. I like to try and switch it off. I definitely don't have my notifications on my phone and only look at the news if I think there's something important that I need to learn about, like elections and things like that. But for me now, I try and switch off because I want to focus on living my life now. And I think that that's a great way to live. It certainly is for me. Also just feels like a band of people who are just enjoying music together. I like that. It's not too serious, and I think, although actually their name comes from a Virginia Woolf quote, which is, "I wish I could hit upon a pleasant track of thought, a track indirectly reflecting credit upon myself, for those are the pleasantest of thoughts, and very frequent even in the minds of modest mouse-coloured people who believe genuinely that they dislike to hear their own praises." So it's this modest mouse-coloured people who don't give themselves credit. And I think we should. Be kind to yourself. What I also love about this, and there's kind of two schools of thought. One of my patrons has said about this, about disliking walls of sound. I do like a wall of sound, I'm afraid. But I also do really love, there's something very satisfying about being able to hear all the instruments and them all kind of slotting together in between each other. And this is what they do very well. You hear it, there's kind of two schools of thought of this. Let's put everything in it and it all smudges together and you get this gorgeous oozy sound that you can float within, or something that you get this very satisfying crisp sound that everything has a very clear sonic space. And I like both of those dependent on my mood. And there, that second one. It's very rhythmic and punchy. So nostalgic with a really beautiful theme. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.